We got to this one address. I said, this one goes around back. He went around back, boom, drove off, left them right at the stop.
That was after getting hit by a car.
You've gotten hit by a car?
I ended up drinking 24 Bud Lights in about 48 minutes. Drunken Nomad stumbles out in the road and he hit me going 30 miles an hour.
What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on another episode of On the Delivery. This is episode number 6. Woo, boy, this has been fun. We've got some exciting things in the pipeline, and I'm just fucking pumped up right now, and that's all I can say really right now at the moment. So let's go around this small table. Starting with my co-host, and only my co-host, down in West Buckeye, Virginia. Luke, how are you, buddy?
Oh man, we were just talking about Nate's episode as we hopped on here, and it's funny because I swear to God, when you said that, I was like, I'd forgotten that it was just the two of us. I was waiting to hear that book on tape voice on there. Shout out to you, Nate, wherever you're at this evening. And dude, I'm doing good as we record this. This is the end of my 2-week vacation.
Oh, yeah.
It's holiday weekend, so I get an extra day off. Won't have to go back to work till Tuesday, but it's been good. I've gotten some things done, and I have some more work to do coming up, but I got a lot of things done with my house and some other stuff that I needed to get taken care of. So it's been a good 2 weeks, and I feel like this is I'd really taken I tried. I mean, I posted a couple Insta stories here and there, but I tried to take a step back from the socials a little bit too. Makes it. I didn't really unplug. I semi plugged.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
But either way, yeah, man, it's been a good few weeks, and I'm not really ready to go back. But whoever is, it's inevitable. But yeah, I'm doing good, brother.
Good. Yeah, I mean that's been. I've been on vacation this week as well, getting ready to go back after the holiday Monday here, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everybody. It's going to be way after when you guys hear this. But anyways, yeah, it's been an exciting week off. Dude, I've rebuilt the shed doors on my shed. They had to be rebuilt. So, going out, getting all the lumber and shit, all the tools that you need and all that stuff, and rebuilding the shed doors because they were rotting away. And then most importantly, maybe the past 2 weeks, we've always been asking my son Grant, who has just his hair, he's got great hair, and we've been epic hair, and we've been asking him, like, dude, like, do you want a haircut? You know what I mean? Because he's getting to that age now where, like, it's all right. You can make decisions like for yourself and whatever you want, mom and dad will provide for you, And so like, we ask him like, buddy, like, do you want a haircut? He's like, yeah. And we're like, okay, like what kind of, how short? Like, do you want it short? And he's like, I want it short, like brother. And I was like, and like me and Danielle both looked at each other like, all right, sure. So just trying this, and then we'll like ask him again like last week, like, oh buddy, like, how's your hair? Like, do you want a haircut? And he's like, yeah. And he said the same thing. And we weren't expecting that because, little kids, they change their minds so,
right.
Like every 10 seconds, And so we ended up getting his haircut this morning. And, dude, he's like a whole new person. It is unreal. Unbelievable. And, I mean, mom's doing well. Just so everybody knows, she didn't cry too much. But no, it's just, dude, it's awesome. You know what I mean? And just like being able to see like this is such like a dad thing, but or just a parent thing in general. But like being able to see like his features now because he had the long hair before. Like his his ears are exposed, his neck is exposed. You're getting to see that full like face shape, like all that of his. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. Like I love it. So,
dude,
yeah.
I had to throw it in there because I said if anybody, you can see this non-existent hairline, and dude, it's a shame for me when people with epic hair cut it. Of course, grants a child but he made a decision that he stuck with it. And Dave's right. I mean, at that point, I can't imagine like it. I told Dave when I saw a picture, he looks a lot like Xander now. Like they looked alike anyway. It's not like it's with his long hair. You could obviously still tell they were siblings, but man, it's one of those big kid just had some epic locks, man. That's all I can really say. And as somebody that has lost hair, I'm telling you, I told Dave, I said, you just wouldn't understand. You wouldn't get it. But but no, I haven't with Ashley, like, so I haven't really, like, that wasn't really a big, because my wife, that's what she does. So she, like, we don't have to take Willow anywhere because Ashley's a professional herself. So she's already cut her hair a few times. So that's not, I wish we could, I wish she could be as calm with, like, the pediatrician and the, I haven't had a dentist yet, dude. I don't want to. Want to trail off too bad, but I'm going to tell you right now. I don't. If you could put betting, it doesn't matter what the betting odds are on that about her going crazy at the dentist, dude. There is absolutely no way. I don't see it just being a complete disaster, but boy, she may surprise me. She's a tough kid, man, but she doesn't want to do something. She doesn't want to do it, and she's just a little over 2 years old, so it's just one of those. Yeah. I mean, it'll be a fucking gamble when it happens, but
yeah, God. Like Xander, like when we took Xander to the dentist for the first time, like he surprised us. Like we were like, oh shit, like, he just laid there the entire time. It was great. Grant, we are worried about, but then again, with his haircut, because we've got his haircut trimmed up like a little bit, but not as much as we just did before. And like the first time when he actually went to go get his like hair trimmed up, like he did not sit still at all. Like even like Mama was sitting in the chair and like holding him, and he still would not sit still. Gave him a phone to watch a show while he was sitting there, still would not sit still. Like as soon as the clippers came close to his ear and like shit, like, he was like whoa. But this time, like he was like fantastic. So I don't know. She may surprise you. Grant may surprise us for the first time. We got to take him to the dentist soon. But yeah, dude, parenting. That's it.
I just to say we did this little experimental thing tonight with streaming for on our Instagram page. So just to say hello to anybody watching this live, you'll be hearing this, it'll be, like I said, way past. But I don't know if you wanted me to mention that or not, but I was just looking and I was fine. Like, if I try to do my low techiness and start trying to chat in the thing, I'm just going to fuck it up. So I figured I'd just do it that way. But I guess to talk about more stuff that has happened, and I kind of had a little makeshift Seinfeld episode. I got two things. I'll say this first because the next one, I'll be curious when this airs how they did. But I don't think I don't believe I mentioned this on any of the old episodes. But a long story short, the church that I got married in, it was a vacant building. Nonprofit had it. They became profit, didn't pay the taxes, went up for auction. Some people were going to get it. Then whoever owned the building didn't want that to happen, yada, yada. So it was like kind of a big mess. Needless to say, I haven't been that nice to these people through social media and their family. And there's a lot more to it. And I don't fucking say, like, I'm not going to apologize for any of that. I've spoke to the two people that are now the owners of the church, and it's not really them who I've had a problem with. It's their son, but that's a whole other fucking issue. Anyway, so I end up talking to these people. If you've listened to the past episodes I was talking about the police officer that from the viral video that got resigned, didn't get fired. They actually let him resign, which fucking blew my mind. Went to the town council meeting, and there was some people there, a little bit more than normal because of after, something like that. Well, those people were there, and they're sitting right beside me, and they shake my hand, and we're just talking like we're just best friends. And I'm like, I was just literally shitting on your son to you this morning, and now here we are. And we're fucking talking like just I don't even like it felt surreal to me. And then they have this revival to and they're telling me about it. And they've said this for a while now because I've questioned the authenticity of their actual church, So, but like I got along with them. And I did go to this revival, but I have to say this. When I spoke to the man, I'm not going to say their names on here.
No,
but when I spoke, they're older, okay? Like older. Not like they're older than our parents are, I would say. Definitely yours. And mine but the dude had the craziest nose hair coming out of his right nostril, which was the one closest to me. Dude, it was like my mustache coming out of somebody's nostril. I swear to God. I couldn't fucking stop looking at it. I couldn't focus on anything. I couldn't, they're talking to me about, they got the deed in their hand and all this shit to, like, all this. I can't stop looking at this fucking guy's nose hair. And and I think that's why I feel like I laid a dud at that town council meeting when I talked, because I was so thrown in every direction. I walk in there's a fucking lawyer right there. You going to speak? Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, they're not going to tell me shit. And then these two people that I've never met before that I know are well aware of who I am, sitting down, and we start talking, and this guy's got the fucking craziest looking nose hair I've ever seen coming out of somebody's face. And dude, it was just fucking, it literally, I can't explain it. It was the most random occurrence of events, but I went to this revival more so to see how the inside of this church building looked. And I also told him I would go, and I went to the first day, and we're cool. I took the post down that I made recently, and I said that to him in a show of good faith a while ago. And then showing up to that thing, I think they were pretty stoked, and it wasn't bad. The inside doesn't look. I didn't see the whole building, but the church part looked fine, and so it just was something that I wasn't like when I went in there, because they know, like, it was some of their family members. So when I went in there, I felt like I got the look, because they're like, there's that guy. Holy shit.
No.
And but I was like, they're not going to fucking, it was okay. But we also had, just to throw in a little thing on the end of this, because of recording, West Virginia, the opening of college football is technically last weekend, but the week now for everybody is started yesterday. And West Virginia plays Penn State tomorrow. Big fucking game. Biggest opener we've had in almost 30 years. Pat McAfee came to Morgantown today and had a huge fucking show on ESPN. It was bump. I mean, Morgantown, I don't know, man. I had to throw this in there because I want to know when I listen to this. This will be a few weeks after the fucking game's over. If West Virginia laid a dud, they're not favored. They're not supposed to win this game, but like people are giving them a little bit more. And me being a fan, I'm just fucking drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? But I just want to. The funny thing was in a group chat that I'm in with some friends of mine, they sent this thing for Pat McAfee on his Twitter or his X page of a Morgantown thing. And I always just out of habit, I go to click it, and I forget that he blocked me on Twitter years ago because I'm just going to say this because Pat McAfee is pretty famous now. He's pretty well known. So most people are going to know who he is. But he was from West Virginia he wasn't from West Virginia. He played football at WVU. He was our kicker. And he was a very good kicker.
Yeah.
And he played in the NFL. He was a punter in the NFL, but when he got drafted by the Colts had fucking Adam Vinatieri as their kicker, who is going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. So he was a punter, but still he was good enough to get drafted. And we fucking, oh God, this hurts me to talk about. We this would have been the 2007 season, so this was before the college football playoff. This was just like the BCS, and I believe it was LSU. Somebody got upset the week prior, and we bumped up to number 2. All we had to do was win the last game of the season. We were playing Pitt. Of all teams, our fucking rival, dude. And we were huge favorites, like fucking 4 touchdown favorites. We were supposed to beat the shit out of them, man. And we laid a fucking dud and lost the game 13-9. And Pat McAfee missed 2 chip shot fucking field goals that would have won. But this is the thing, though. This is the thing that I want to fucking, like, when he blocked me, I was probably shit-faced, and he probably posted something. I'm sure I fucking brought that up. And I know that has to fucking sting for him, because we would have probably won the national championship that year. We would have played Ohio State. They were weak against what our style of offense was. That's not me saying it as a fan. I think we would have fucking won it. And that's probably going to be the only chance we'll ever have to do it. So, like, he shouldn't have been in a position to have to win the game with field goals because we should have fucking killed him. But anyway, if he would have been, I have to say this because of any local people that know this and have heard me say this, and now as famous as Pat McAfee is, I feel like I have to say it for this reason. If he would have been a shitty kicker, it wouldn't bother me so much. Like, this was 17 years ago. This wasn't recent. But it's like, as a sports fan, when you have a thing that really that was our fucking chance. And we're probably, I don't know if we'll have one in my lifetime. Now that the college football playoff does 12 teams, we may have an outside shot one of these years. But, dude, like, if he would have just been an average fucking Joe Blow kicker, I wouldn't be sitting here pissed off about it. But he was good, and he choked in that moment, and it fucking, I can't, like, I think it's awesome everything he's done. He's also brought eyes to WVU and done a lot of good here. And he, with WWE and everything he's doing, College Football Game Day, his own show, I fucking think, I have no beef with Pat McAfee. I think he's pretty awesome. But, like, for me, as a West Virginia fan and the age that I am, like, I don't know if I could fucking, he probably would hate me because I don't think I could ever I wouldn't be an asshole, but I would be like, dude, it's just, I have to fucking ask, like, dude, what the fuck happened? Be like, I know this was 17 years ago, and you choked on 2 fucking 26-yard field goals or something like that. And so, but anyway, I just wanted to bookmark this to see if West Virginia will win their home opener, which would be a huge fucking win.
There you go.
But here's the football season being back.
There you go. Absolutely. Quick side note here. Got to give a shout out to a couple people that are watching here. We actually have one of RJ's customers from California. RJ actually told him about watching on YouTube. Want to say what's up. Give a shout out to him as well as RJ, obviously. We love RJ. Also, Chuck from Circa Feeder. He's also hanging out here on the YouTube as well. What's up, Chuck? Thank you guys for coming in here. I'm chatting with them a little bit there on the chat side. That's awesome. All right, dude, let's get into some business. I mean, we got like, speaking of California, I mean, the West Coast, especially, obviously down to Texas, Arizona, all those really hot states. There was a video that surfaced recently of a driver out of, can't remember the town, from Texas, where he actually called his supervisors and said that he was feeling a bit under the weather because of the heat. And the supervisor's managers said, all right, come on back to the building. And on his ride back, he ended up passing out while driving the big brown truck. And there's a video of it, and it's terrifying. Like, it's terrifying.
Yeah,
we know, obviously, driving those things. Like, those things are tanks. You know what I mean? Driving those big things around. And I mean, after he ran off the road and hit a tree, the driver survived and is fine. But this is the problem right now, because it is known that the company has fallen behind with giving out with giving out, they've fallen behind with putting out the new trucks that have air conditioning in it. And this is from the Teamsters Twitter page. It says, California Teamsters demand that UPS move faster on heat. Members of Teamster Local 63 in Southern California on Tuesday rallied to keep the pressure on UPS to move faster in its rollout of contractually guaranteed heat protections, including new package cars with air conditioning for full-time Teamster drivers. Under the UPS Teamsters National Master Agreement, UPS agreed to replace at least 28,000 package cars with AC over the life of the contract. But UPS is dangerously behind schedule. Across the country and in some of the hottest states in the U.S., UPS Teamsters are reminding the company of its legal obligations to workers and its moral responsibility to working families. It's time for UPS to deliver the trucks. I mean, did we see it coming? Did we know, like...
I mean, with them being behind schedule, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they've fallen behind, like, everything. Like, it's not surprising. It's not.
This is, from what I understand, like, at least here, they brought, like, we basically got a new fleet of trucks in 2022. So they basically told us, like, we weren't going to see any AC package cars here for years, like, if not 10 years, you know, till the trucks, till they needed replace the ones we just got. And me being that's what they basically told us here, that was going to be. Now, as it's been hotter than normal here, but it's not like it is in that whole, like you said, when you go to the West Coast, down Southern California and Arizona and Texas, then you get, to Louisiana and Georgia, all them places. It's into Florida, obviously. There's a lot of areas where they should, but I don't like, this is always a touchy one for me, especially after John Hilligus. You know, shout out to you, John, because he was one of the people that was against I don't know if it was necessarily against AC, but would rather have used put that money towards something else. But I don't see. This is the thing, though. I don't know if I don't want to speak for John because I don't know. Once I found out that they they come off the assembly line with AC in them, and then when they get the UPS, they take them out. So I'm like, literally, it wouldn't do anything for them to leave them in there. They're actually physically, labor-wise, taking them out. But this is my issue with the effectiveness, I guess. This is like, I hate to fucking say it like this, but there are obviously we know there are some locals that are weaker than others. There's some that have weak union. There just are. We fucking know this. We've brought it up time and time again. You know, I just like if somebody, they need to have exceptions, because obviously we're not supposed to leave the trucks running. We're not supposed to leave them idle. If you can't leave a truck idle and you're not, like, I don't see what's the fucking point of being overheated. Like, if you're on a route like yours right now, you know, where you have a lot of stops in a short area, what fucking use is AC going to, like, if you're starting to feel overheated, I just feel like there's going to be locals out there that are like, people are going to come down and be like, you left the truck running idle, and you saying that you were overheated isn't going to be fucking good enough, because that's technically not a part of the, you know, that's against the rules. And the other thing is, you still, even if you would have AC in, like, running the truck idle, it would still, you would still have to have yourself hydrated, because you could still get dehydrated with AC just as easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to fucking,
you still got to pump those fluids.
In these hot as fuck areas, like, it was almost 100 here today, and I didn't have to work. Thank fucking yeah. But
it's like 74 here.
Yeah,
today. God damn.
Yeah, dude, it was like 97, I think, here. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not keeping yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself, the AC is not going to save you. That being said, I'm going to stick to what I've always said with this. John Hilligus is in a hot as fuck area, and I feel like he's also been driving. I mean, he's a Circle of Honor driver. He's been doing it a long time, so he has his opinion, to me, is going to take precedence over a lot of people because of his experience and where he's at. It's not like he's fucking delivering in Canada. You know what I mean? He's in a hot fucking state, and he's on the, I don't know if, I can't remember if he's not on the Gulf side, but still, it's hot as fuck there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So for me, being in not a hot as fuck area, I'm still leave it be that they should focus on these areas where it's unbelievable. I'm not expecting them. I would rather them take care of them first,
right,
than like me here.
Right. Oh yeah.
But
no,
absolutely. I don't know. I just they should have. We knew this was going to happen. Yeah. And now that it's still coming, stories are coming about.
Yeah, and I mean, this one, if you could see, this one is from the News Beast on YouTube. Comment that says, "Sounds like ACs would be better in the back of your trucks." So this is actually, I mean, absolutely, this is something that we've actually talked about before too, previously, before our little hiatus, and no, I mean, it definitely, like, and I heard they were working on something, or supposed to be working on something where
some
they
type
can
of
figure,
ventilation,
right? Some better ventilation besides a little thing that blows air around the back of the truck. truck. Like, so yeah, so I mean, stuff like that is supposed to come out for sure. And so yeah, but I mean that is a great point though, because it definitely gets hotter in the back.
So it says,
than where it is
says
up front.
John Hilligus is on the Gulf side, then yeah, he's on the hottest fuck side of Florida. So, yeah, dude. He that just stamps my approval even harder.
Yeah.
Shout out Sideline Kids there.
Yeah, so like yeah, dude, it's unfortunate. It really is. It's unfortunate that they can't keep it up. You know what I mean? Sounds personal, but it's very unfortunate that they can't keep up with it.
They need to, yeah. They need to, yeah. They should follow up on what. But I'm not surprised, and I'm not taking up for them. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like nothing. I hate the fucking. This sounds kind of grim on it too. I feel like nothing seems to get done with that, because now it's been more than a couple of years now that, like, especially with all the cameras that are everywhere with Ring doorbells and, you know, people's phones, obviously, you see it's not a new thing now of drivers, you know, getting heat stroke and passing away.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if not passing away,
we've heard those
having
stories.
to go to the hospital. We hear the hospital going have dehydrated, going to the hospital. We hear that shit all the time. And unfortunately, we also hear, I feel like at least yearly at this point, you've heard of a driver dying of heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
I feel like at least the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, I've heard that every year. And yeah, it's just I don't know, man. They need to. I don't know if it's probably something that, like, it's probably always, those numbers have probably always been there. It's just because everything's so much
social
more
media
accessible,
now?
much more accessible that you just see it and you're like, holy shit.
We hear about it more.
Yeah, you hear about it a lot more, and like safety overall, not just with AC, but just, you know, of accidents and people passing away. Like, dude, yeah, it happened, and it's crazy because, like, we see that now, and it never gets talked about. This is coming up, dude. It's not. We're a little bit a ways from it, but I may as well say it now because I wanted to try to make this will be the 5-year anniversary. Or don't like to say anniversary. We've discussed that before of tragic events, but this will be the 5-year mark of Frank Ordonez. That just seems like, dude, that's been 5 years ago now, and that was something never, you know, you never heard a peep about that from them.
After. No.
Nothing. Not a fucking thing. So, yeah, dude, it's crazy that stuff is so out there now, and it still does not get addressed ever.
Yeah. It is, dude. Well. Got anything else on that one there, Luke?
No, I mean, I could. I mean,
get on your horse, like let's go, like get on the horse with me. These fucking trucks.
I mean, it's going to keep happening.
Push them out.
But they need to also. Like I said, my fear is that it still needs to. They're going to have to bend. I won't say the hydration thing. That's on the driver. They have to know that.
Yeah.
But as far as the local, wherever it is, if there's anybody that gets shitty with idle, you know, truck running, you're just gonna have to make fucking exceptions for it. That's the only way this is gonna work. At least, and you'll have to fucking figure something out.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
that's gonna be a thing. It's like, dude, if you're sitting there, and then I'm done on this. But like, I'm using your example in your route where you're banging out. You're in an area where you can bang out fucking, you know, 30 stops in fucking 25 minutes or something. And you're fucking feeling overheated, and you're like, okay, I'm going to sit here. Like, they probably say to take a break, but let's just say hypothetically you've already taken your break time, and you're still feeling fucking overheated, and you're just going to, like, why the fuck would you stop every time? Like, shut off the car,
Right.
fucking there goes the AC, walk back out. You're feeling like, dude, it's not going to fucking work anyway. So there needs to be a fucking gray area with that. With these, that. Like I said, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
Oh yeah,
is the weaker locals getting fucking pushed around. Those drivers getting harassed.
Fucked. Yep. Absolutely. All right, let's end that topic there. That's man.
Yeah,
I feel like we could go forever.
I could go on for. Yeah, I could fucking keep going on that. So yeah, that's
exactly. Real quick before we get into the question of the week, got to give a huge shout out to Andy Von Six that just joined us here. She's in the chat as well. What is up?
What's up, Andy?
Hell yeah. All right, let's get in.
She did come in on a tough topic.
Let's get into the question of the week, shall we? If you'd like to comment on the question of the week, please go follow us on Instagram at AITDpod, and you'll see the questions of the week are posted every Tuesday morning. And they go for the week, and then we'll read them off here on the show. So, the question of the week. If packages could talk, what's the most interesting thing you've heard one say? I thought this would be funny. That's why I was like, let's do this one. So this one, here we go. This one's from A Dad in the Life 1990 says, "Quit peeing in front of me."
Yeah, that is. That's Albert.
That
was a good one.
That's classic.
That was a good one.
Classic. This one here is from our one and only DHL driver listener, Rick. Rickstar says, "Tight turn approaching. Everyone hold on tight. We don't want to tip over and cause a mess, which will cause our drivers to start up a storm full of F-bombs in the neighborhood. Hang on, everybody." You know, like, that's good. Whole bunch of boxes just talking to each other, you know?
We are bracing for impact. I love it.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. Next one here is from... this one is from Eric. Or is it Erky32_ says, "I'm going to the great beyond." If you ever watch Sausage Party. Yes. Classic line from Sausage Party.
I've not watched all of it, but I've started it. I need to finish it.
Next one is from B-Rad, who's also in the chat, or was, maybe still is. Brad Mosier says, "Picking up the white box." The box says, "You'll never guess the unimaginable things she did to me. She just ripped off my top and began shoving shit into my box. It was horrible. I never thought it would end. Thank you for taking me away from this house of horrors."
Damn, I feel like it should be on the ID channel.
That was a good one, Brad.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, buddy. Next one here is from JT_Shark says, "I'm full of shit." Yes, we all know the specimen boxes. Yes, of course.
Yeah, buddy.
Of course.
I love it.
This next one is from that dude Luke in me says, poop box. Poop box just giggles because it knows that Karen forgot to peel off the original label before dropping him off at the UPS store, so he's returning her stale turd.
Dude, almost happened to me. Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
right.
Me too.
That story I told that one. That was, yeah. I wonder how often that does happen, and it makes me wonder. Now, just hear me out on this. Say it's somebody forgetful, and you have they don't return. They shit in it, but don't put the outgoing label, and it comes back. How many times do you think that? Now, a driver has to know, because you know it's been used because the thing's ripped off of the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, this would be cool. I mean, this would be stone cold on the driver's part too. But do you think it's ever happened where somebody is shit in the shit box, forgot to return or put the return label on, the box gets delivered back to it, and when they go to open it up to shit in it again, they're opening up their old stale shit? Has that ever happened, dude? Because I bet it has.
I mean, maybe like they thought like, you know, that they sent them another one for like a redo or something, just out of, and then just
opening the actual fuck is the shit box. The shit box. There's their commercial you can watch. It's the specimen, human specimen commercial. It's when you hit a certain age. It's like the same. It's like a fucking delivery version of a colonoscopy, if you will.
Yeah, you just shit in a box, and guess who's got to pick out those boxes from the customers' houses? We do. That's exactly it. And then it gets shipped out to some shit center. Like, and we've talked about this before. Like, imagine being like the feeder driver that's just got to carry literally a feeder full of shit to like their warehouse.
Right.
I mean, Andy even just said she had like 4 of those today. Like, and it's just like, like that's just 4 from her, and then multiply that by however many drivers there are picking up. Probably, I mean, I feel like every driver at least picks up 1 a week.
Oh,
and that's minimal.
It's
like,
crazy to me sometimes when I go to drop off the air and see how many are there. I'm like, good God, like I don't realize it's you know what's crazy is that there's older people that live around WVU, but when I worked that Saturday, that last day, but when I worked, I delivered up because it was move-in weekend and nobody wanted to work up around WVU, so I was doing it. I had like 6 shit boxes that I delivered, and I remember when I saw them, I was like, huh, I can't imagine I'm delivering these to a fucking dorm, but yeah, I had a surprising amount of shit boxes to deliver that day. So yeah, I love that we've brought so much awareness to these things, because it's probably the most fucked up thing we deliver.
It is 100%. How is this not hazardous materials? Next one is from Ruger54. Says, one time I did have a package talk to me. It was an on-demand pickup going back to Life Alert. The button got pushed, and I can hear the 911 operator saying, "Hello, 911, what is your emergency? Hello, 911." Luckily, they could hear me clearly through the box. That's insane.
I've had like a doll, like a hit
a
like
toy.
a box of toy, or something. But I've never had not that. That would be like, I'd be like, huh?
I'd be like, what? Life Alert? What? Next one is from Cam Sour. S-Owl-A says, hand to surface. Fuck me, spank me, pull my hair. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm so glad I don't read these things beforehand, because that's my natural reaction. I literally dropped my phone. I was like, oh my God. What the fuck? Cam also says, again, come and get this wet-ass package and put your dog in the house. That's what the, yeah.
That's fucking good.
Last but not least.
That first one was fucking really, yeah, sorry.
Last but not least, this one is from Old Bald Bearded Bastard. Says, the 423-pound beds I delivered to a rental cabin as my very first stop on Thursday. Fuck you, we ain't moving. That's what they said.
I'm sure.
Oh, dude. Rental cabin. Get out of here with that. Come on, people. What are we doing? I mean, I'm surprised it wasn't going to like the 3rd floor of the apartment complex or some shit.
I deal with
Rental
the people
cabin.
that don't hit the Life Alert button in time. Dude, I gotta say, I'm sorry for the I'm reading the fucking chat, and this is.
Oh yeah, there's some goldens in there, man. Fucking A. But shit, dude. I mean, thank you to everybody that chimed in on the question of the week. Absolutely, thank you. Like I said, if you want to go do that, you can by following us on Instagram at AITDpod, and every Tuesday morning, question of the week gets posted. Comment under it, and we'll read them off here on the episodes. So, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up, Luke. You got anything else, buddy?
I don't really. I guess the last thing I would have, and this is totally off track, but just because we, I don't know if we'll continue to do this or not, or just with this live stream here. So the person that I didn't catch that. If I saw a thing, so is that guy a mortician? Because I saw a thing about cremation. That would be.
Yeah, so that's one of RJ's customers.
So I wanted to say that I do want to be cremated. I know I live in West Virginia and you're in California, and this is totally irrelevant. But my wife gets so pissed off because I want to get cremated, and I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, it's not going to bother me because I'm going to be dead. But I want to get cremated and have my ashes scattered in like 2 different places. And I don't know if you're a fan of The Big Lebowski, but I've always, anytime I fucking hear about scattering the ashes, if Cam listens to this episode, he's a big Lebowski fan. He'll fucking laugh at that too. I know he's got to think the same thing, but I just no, I could trail off. I just was curious because I know that would be. I saw 1800 degrees, and that just blew my mind. I was trying to keep. I didn't want to. I want to embrace it a little bit more now because we're wrapping up and we're done. Because I didn't want to do it too much while we were going, because I feel like I would just start fucking. That's why I couldn't interact much.
Oh yeah, we could get lost
because I would be like. I would forget what I was doing, be like, oh, we're fucking recording an episode right now. Yeah. But yeah, that was, this isn't Vietnam, man. Yeah, see, he's a Lebowski fan. I fucking love it.
Awesome. Well, hey, everybody here, thank you for coming in for the first live we've done in a very, very long time. And thanks for being a part of this. Everyone that's been in the chat, I've been responding. Luke's been here and responding too. Thank you guys for everything. So, hey, give us a follow. Like I said, be a part of the question of the week. I'm sure we'll do another one of them again soon. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. I need to plug my laptop in now before it dies. So, on that note, because I forgot to bring my laptop charger down.
Oh shit!
Yeah, imagine we just shut off now, like in the middle of the episode. But that would have been wild, huh? So, but anyways, guys, thank you so much,
Andy,
for joining us. Yes, Andy, RJ's friend. I don't even know your name. Did you say your name? You don't have to give it if you don't want to. It's okay. Andy Von Six, B-Rad, Sideline Kicks. Is that Old Bald Bearded Bastard?
I don't. Oh yes, I think it might be. I think it is Old Bald Bearded Bastard. Yes. It threw me for a minute.
I can tell by the way he was commenting on things. Like I was like, this is definitely your type. So cool. Well, thank you guys. Listen. We'll catch y'all next week, all right, for another episode of All in the Delivery. I'm Dave, my co-host Luke. We'll catch y'all later.
Later, everybody.